Well, it's 6 a.m. again, and we're getting ready to leave Charleston. But we couldn't happen to notice these tiny little red fish that surrounded the boat. They're in the back, on the sides, they're everywhere. I'm sure we're not going to hurt them when we leave here. I have no idea what these fish are, except they're probably food for bigger fish. Anyway, very interesting encounter. Now it's time to continue to our next destination, Norfolk, Virginia. I mean, the port of Morehead City. There's been a little change. So much for my list. Well, we're not going to Norfolk after all, but we're headed to the port of Morehead City, North Carolina, which is closer. Apparently, the nor'easter is rearing its ugly head again, so our captain decided not to travel as far north as Norfolk, Virginia, and I can see we are getting a little bit of rain. Nothing like we had, at North Palm Beach when we left there, but yeah, it's coming. You know the problem with going to Morehead City, though? That port is really small, and everything closes at 6 p.m. Well, we're finally here at Morehead City. It's 5:45 p.m. I told you everything closes at 6. However, I heard through the grapevine that there is one restaurant open, so apparently we're going to take advantage of that. Why, you may ask? I don't know. Because we stocked this yacht up with food. We have all kinds of food on this yacht, so why are we going out to eat at a restaurant? I don't know, but, I'm not the boss. I just do what I'm told in this situation. Before we go eat, though, I'd like to share some history with you regarding Morehead City. Now, Morehead City was founded in the 1850s when a group of investors formed and incorporated a land development project known as the Shepherd Point Land Company. Now, the company purchased 600 acres of land on the eastern tip of the peninsula bordering the Newport River, known then as Shepherd's Point, which is the present location of Morehead City. Now, the Shepherd Point Land Company was established to construct a deep water port to allow an additional access point for North Carolina timber products. There's only one at the time. It was located at Wilmington, which was overwhelmed with all the timber products that was coming into it. So they really needed another port. Now, this project was completed on April 29, 1858. North Carolina Governor John Motley Morehead at the time, for whom the city of Morehead City is named, was a major member of the Shepherd Point Land Company investment group. The town of Morehead City was laid out using a grid plan, whereby city blocks were equally laid out with each block consisting of 16 equally divided lots. The city block stretched from 1st Street to 15th Street, incorporating a system of alleys forming an H shape that enabled businesses and residential homes to be served from the alleys behind them. It was during the 1880s and 1890s that fishermen settled in the area between 10th and 15th Streets, calling it the Promised Land. These fishermen became the center of the fishing industry that has remained an important part of the town's economy. Yeah, now this is a nice little port and a nice little town, but rolling up the streets at 6 p.m. is a little early, even for me. So, I'll be bored later on, and it's going to be early, which means I'm going to go to sleep earlier, but that's okay, because I have to be up at 6 a.m. again when we leave here and we embark upon our next destination, which is Annapolis, Maryland.